Hey, Yus. How you holding up after Punk's backstab?
Just laying low. At least I'm free from those straight-edge vegan sermons, right? But man, it's chaos out there.
Chaos? Bro, it's a straight-up betrayal. And I'm not even talking about Punk. Everyone around here is just kicking back, watching Mutiny rip through this place. Like, where's the loyalty?
I hear that. Maybe you and I should host an anti-mutiny recruitment mixer. You bring the snacks and drinks, and I'll work on a killer slideshow presentation. Could get some of the heavy hitters to act.
You talking about someone like Roman? He always thinks these squabbles are beneath him, but it's not as bad as Triple H and the higher-ups giving Mutiny a free pass. Now that's messed up.
Well, if anyone might have a certain high-ranking member of the board on speed dial, it'd be you.
Try. Man, Barack's caught up in that Hollywood glam. Can't see past the box office. He's been wearing a suit too long. We see Mutiny's tearing down WWE, and he sees ratings and dollar signs.
He really should get his eyes checked. Maybe all those paparazzi flashes have caused permanent damage. I guess it's up to us to open everybody's eyes and put on a show they can't ignore.
Yeet. Look, Oos, if you want me, I'm all in for being a part of Team WWE at Survivor Series. I'll do whatever it takes to stop Mutiny in their tracks.
We need all the help we can get. I'm thinking we can get you and Jimmy on board. Have you been in touch with him lately?
It's just, with Jimmy, man, it's complicated. We ain't been right for a minute. You sure you need me to do that?
Families are complicated. Let me think about it and weigh my options. I'll get back to you if it's the right move.
Yeet.
Hey, we haven't had the chance to talk since everything happened with Punk. What a shame. If only Becky and I had won those Unity titles from you.
What difference would that have made?
Punk would have been too scared of us to make that kind of move, and WWE would be in a much better position right now.
Punk made that move because he was scared of me and my partner. You know, the team that beat you and your better half.
Okay, look, we're on the same side here. And we're playing checkers while Punk is playing chess. Not to mention rewriting history. He just proclaimed Big E as the first NXT champion, inspiration to current champ Trick Williams and the real architect of NXT.
Wait, Big E's with Mutiny now?
No, Punk's just using his name to rile me up. First NXT champion? That's me. And architect of NXT? Punk is slapping my legacy in the face.
Punk's just wrong. I mean, the only thing I could see Big E being the architect of is a stack of pancakes. But was it the insult to WWE or just the bruised ego that got you triggered?
Why can't it be both? I'll tell you what, I'm heading to NXT to put on a show and remind everyone who laid the first brick. We need that kind of fire and history in our corner at Survivor Series. I've got the plan and the passion. Let me bring that fight to the best of 3 series.
You want in on Survivor Series? How do I know you'll still be committed after you've gone and made your point at NXT?
Because I had an issue with Punk long before all this. I won't get tired of fighting him anytime soon. And I might be fighting my battles, but I'll also be winning us the war. So what do you say?
I hear you, Seth, but I need to weigh all our options. I'll get back to you.
Don't take too long. Every day that passes is another day Punk has the upper hand. We need to strike fast. I refuse to sit on the sidelines when my legacy's at stake.
Understood.
You make the rounds and talk to everyone who wants a piece of Mutiny at Survivor Series yet?
That's a lot of people. I wanted to hear from you one more time before my partner and I make the call.
Here's my case then. Quit sitting on the fence and put me in your damn team. Nobody else is gonna make childish misfit Punk madder than I am.
You know what, Drew? You're right. We need Punk off balance, and nobody's gonna knock him off his perch like you. You're on the team.
Great. Then grab yourself some popcorn and a seat at the backstage monitor, because I'm gonna go out there and prove that MMA is just one more thing that I do better than cowardly moron Punk.
The following contest is an underground match. The only way to win is by knockout or submission. Introducing first, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre. And from Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 260 pounds, Adrian Buck.
Drew McIntyre gets the win.
Here is your winner, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre just sent a message straight to CM Punk. And that message is, anything you can do, I can do better. Your move, Punk.
Drew McIntyre, my old buddy. You crawled out from under your troll bridge to try to call me out again. We've been going back and forth for so long, I can barely remember what got your skivvies in a bunch to begin with. It doesn't really matter though, does it? Because every time you step to CM Punk, you end up red-faced and humiliated. But now I hear you want to be one of WWE's chosen ones at Survivor Series to take out Mutiny. We've all seen how you excel as a chosen one. There can be only one, and you ain't it, Drew. You want CM Punk so bad? Well, you're gonna get your wish when CM Punk shows up at Raw next week, looks you in your creepy eyes in the middle of that ring and slaps that dumb beard off your doofus face. Again.
Do you see Punk's rant? You've definitely got him riled up.
That was the plan.
It's good to have him off his game. But when Punk says he's showing up here to confront you tonight, I would assume there's going to be some kind of mutiny trap.
Well, that's the safest bet you're ever gonna make. Here's the thing. If he springs a trap on me, he'll probably pop his shoulder out of his socket, so I'm not terribly worried.
Punk may be made out of fine china, but Mutiny has plenty of badasses on their roster, and they could come from anywhere. So I'm still gonna watch your back.
Good man. You watch for Mutiny backstage, I'll meet Punk in the ring. This goes right, that little creep isn't gonna make it to Survivor Series.
That's not CM Punk. It's Kevin Owens.
And his opponent, from Louisville, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, Kevin Owens.
You can feel the fury coming off of Drew McIntyre right now in waves, staring at this CM Punk imposter, Kevin Owens. Punk might be having a laugh sitting at home right now, but KO is about to pay the price.
Drew is setting him up for the Claymore. That'll take his head. What the hell? That's Lexus King. Oh, we've got another CM Punk out here.
Gigi Dolan out of nowhere with a high knee. And here comes KO to direct traffic.
This pack of punks are taking Drew McIntyre apart. I don't like the looks of this.
Go to sleep.
Clearly, they're sending a message from CM Punk.
Come on, get in here. Is that all you got?
Insult meet injury. GG Punk's got Drew McIntyre in the Anaconda Vice.
We need some help out here. Is anyone in the locker room going to stop this mutiny assault?
This is a major setback in the war against Mutiny, and Punk didn't even need to show up.
Drew McIntyre called out CM Punk, and now he's been beaten up by a whole army of them.
Where in the hell were you? You were supposed to be watching my back.
I would have if the army of punks hadn't jumped me before they came out to get you. Great security, Pierce.
I'm not taking the fall for this one. You and McIntyre lit the fuse by antagonizing Punk and Mutiny.
Antagonized Mutiny? You daft? Punk's bunch of brainless mannequins have been attacking WWE since the night of the draft. We didn't start any of this.
Guys, we can aim at each other in a circular firing squad, or turn our ammunition on Mutiny.
No, you're right. But so far, we've gotten the appetizers and not the meal. How can we get the real CM Punk in the ring?
Trust me. I'll get Punk in that ring. You just give me a live microphone next week.
Deal.
When all of Punk's mini-me's show up, and they will show up.
This time, I'll be ready for him.
Drew McIntyre is in a familiar position here.
I have a feeling Drew is about to drop a pipe bomb of his own.
You know, they say time is a flat circle. And that sure is the case with Can't Mend Punk. Here's how it always goes. Punk shows up to great fanfare. He gathers an entourage of weak, sad, desperate people who buy enough of his knockoff cult leader garbage to follow him off a cliff. Then he has a tantrum and he goes home, leaving everyone who trusted him broken in a ravine at the bottom of that cliff. Just look at the splintered locker rooms this vile cancer leaves in his wake, and you'll see.
Here we go. If it's the real Punk this time. It's him. CM Punk is here.
This is what Drew wanted.
I want to talk right down to earth in a language that even Drew McIntyre can easily understand. Here it is, Drew. You need some new material. You've been the same whining crybaby since the Machine anointed you the chosen one, and everybody laughed you out of the territory. I don't blame you if you don't remember that, but look it up. There's plenty of video online.
Hey, we're done talking. Now why don't you bring your brittle bones down here and we'll settle this the old-fashioned way.
Nah, not tonight. See, that's your problem. You're old-fashioned, and this is a whole new world. This will get settled, but not by me. Come on out, boys.
Yeah, about your mates. They've been delayed.
Is that Drew's sword?
It looks like it's trapped whoever Punk brought here from Mutiny. And not as confident now, are you, Punk?
He's getting the hell out of here.
No, he isn't.
And they've got Punk cornered.
Wait, there's KO.
McIntyre just leveled Kevin Owens.
Owens' distraction worked.
For Punk, maybe.
And the official calls it clearly they cannot fight any longer.
Kevin Owens was just made a sacrifice to CM Punk's ego with Punk's own move.
When KO wakes up after being locked in that Anaconda device, he should ask himself some serious questions about who he's chosen to follow.
This close. We were this close to taking Punk off the board.
He might have slipped away, but we did take out KO at least.
I bet he has some serious questions about Punk's leadership right now. Your plan worked, Drew. Just not exactly the way you intended.
Not a total loss then.
It's a win. Every bit of dissension inside Mutiny can help us win at Survivor Series.
Seriously, we couldn't have picked a better man to join our team.
Should we all hold hands and sing Kumbaya then? Or get to figuring out how we end Punk and Mutiny once and for all?
You're right. Let's focus on the battle at hand. We can have a big karaoke party after Mutiny is defeated.
We're all agreed. Victory, then karaoke. So what's our next move?
I'm going to SmackDown to see who wants to join the party.
I don't know how you could possibly find another partner as good as me, but time's a-wasting.
Hey, hope you're doing okay. That go to sleep from Punk must have been a real wake-up call. Although, if I'm being honest, it's hard to believe you didn't see it coming.
And you did?
Well, we all know of his reputation. I would have had my head on a swivel.
Oh, thanks for the heads up.
It was just a hunch. I wasn't close enough to have all the pieces.
Huh, must be nice to be able to watch everything from a safe distance.
No one's at a safe distance now. Punk and Mutiny are a threat to every single one of us. We need to work together. I want in on your plan for Survivor Series. Assuming you actually have a plan.
Yeah, I've got a plan. Well, not a full plan. I mean, I've got a plan. Maybe at least a pl. If you could provide the nah, that'd be great. So, got any nas?
I know I'm going to regret this, but we need an actual plan. Like the full word. They've pulled too many of our people over. But I know somebody we should pull back. We could increase our numbers and destabilize theirs. It's a win-win.
Pulling someone back could send a strong message. And this time it's Mutiny and CM Punk who won't see it coming. So, who'd you have in mind?
Tiffany Stratton. She has the potential to be one of the best in the business. Luckily for us, Mutiny doesn't know what they've got. Even luckier, I might just be the person to get through to her. That is, if I'm a part of WWE's plans for Survivor Series.
I'll give you an answer soon. I have to think about the best mix for the team, and it's not just you asking, Charlotte.
You weren't quick enough to counter Punk's little surprise, so figure it out, quickly.
Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you. Aldous told me that you and your partner are low-key recruiting for our Survivor Series team?
Yes, and I am pleased to know you're interested.
Excuse me?
I jumped the gun because I'm hoping you'll ask to be on the team. We still have to finalize who we're going with, but you'd be a huge get for our side.
Funny. CM Punk pretty much said the same exact thing.
What do you mean?
When he DM'd me after stabbing you and your partner in the back, and even before all that, Mutiny has been begging me to join them since the beginning.
Pathetic.
I know, right? Punk thinks we have some type of bond, but I came here for that WWE shine, not some grungy revolution.
If Punk wants you on Mutiny's team so bad, maybe you should take him up on a recruiting visit. Go down there, get the lay of the land.
And wreck their whole shop, leaving them with some colorful bruises going into Survivor Series. Is that what you had in mind?
Pretty much.
So what do you think? Should I book a trip down to Orlando? Just say the word, and I'm in.
Let me sleep on this. I know you're a sure thing, but this is a huge decision.
I hear you, but sleep too long and you'll never wake up from this mutiny nightmare.
Hey there. I was gonna give you a hard time about losing the Unity belt, but I don't have the heart. A betrayal like that had to suck.
Thanks, Becky. It's mostly just my pride that aches at this point, which is why I am going to take all of Punk's away at Survivor Series.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Nick Aldis told me you and your partner were in charge of recruiting Team WWE. I want in.
Oh, wow. Becky, you are literally a legend, so I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
But there's a mountain of responsibility on your shoulders, and you want to make sure you're making the right call, because if you screw this up, it's pretty much the end of WWE as we know it.
Sounds overwhelming when you put it that way.
Well then, how would you like to walk into Survivor Series knowing you're facing a mutiny that's already broken?
I would like that very much. Tell me more.
Before Punk stuck a knife in your backs in a way he never could have if Seth and I had been the Unity champions.
You're a real peach.
The whole world thought Bayley was the puppet mistress pulling the strings of this mutiny rebellion. And as you may have heard, she and I have a bit of a history.
A bit? You were part of the NXT 4 Horsewomen together. You and Bayley don't just have history, you have mythology.
Exactly. Nobody knows Bayley as well as I do. And I'm sure that going from revolutionary leader to CM Punk's second fiddle has got to be driving her mad.
And you want to use that to drive a wedge.
Not only drive a wedge, I can drive Bayley all the way back to WWE.
That happens, Mutiny doesn't walk into Survivor Series. They hobble.
Exactly. I know just how to get under Bayley's skin, too. My next match, she's gonna see me do all her moves better than she does. So you give me the green light, and I'll go to work.
If you can split Mutiny's core and bring Bayley back home to WWE, you're not just on our Survivor Series team. You're the linchpin.
Linchpin. I'm the punter around these parts. That's gimmick infringement.
If you're gonna steal, steal from the best.
Flattery will get you everywhere. All right, let's see if I can get my old pal's attention.
Waistlock. The toughness, the tenacity, the fire. Becky Lynch just doing what she... Kick connects, hooking it up. Rose plant. Is it the finishing touch Lynch needs?
Cover, cover, cover!
And a victory here tonight. Here is your winner,
Becky Lynch just defeated Nia Jax with a Bayley to belly suplex. It was actually a Becky to belly.
That wasn't just a suplex, that was a statement directly to her former close friend Bayley. Forget about your big mutiny plans and look at me.
Thanks for meeting me up here.
No problem, but isn't this just a little bit paranoid?
People have been jumping from WWE to Mutiny since the night they invaded. Bayley probably has a set of eyes or ears hanging around here somewhere.
Well, word definitely got back to her about you doing her moves. Did you see her social media rant?
It was hard to miss. I'm already so far under her skin, she's gonna scratch herself raw.
Right? I've never seen a person use so many words to insist they don't care about something.
That'd be the lady protesting too much. One more nudge, I think I'll be able to open Bayley's eyes to how Punk's really using her.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm Irish, darling. I'm just gonna use my words.
Welcome to the return of Ding Dong. Hello! I'm your host, Bayley. And I'm wearing some brand new fancy slacks for the occasion. This week, we have the biggest guest I have ever seen walk through that door. She's an icon, a legend, the former leader of Mutiny, me!
You know, I had this really funny bit about Bayley walking through that door and doing a big pratfall like some cheesy sitcom. But honestly, it's just making me sad. See, I miss Bayley. The real Bayley. My Bayley. I'm doing all this to try and remind her who she really is. Do you remember, Bayley? Do you? You're a force of nature. You built damage control from nothing into one of the most dominant factions in WWE and kept them there for 2 years. You're a leader. If it had really been you in charge of Mutiny, I might not like it, but at least I'd respect the game. But this, following a cult leader like Punk off a cliff, that's not you. That can't be you. If you rang the doorbell and walked through that door, all I'd ask is what the hell happened to my friend. So instead, later tonight, I'm gonna go out there, and when the bell rings, I hope you're standing across from me. It's time we mend our fences.
Becky Lynch invited Bayley to the ring, and it seems Bayley accepted.
I didn't think she would actually show. Look out!
Kairi Sane from behind. This was a setup.
Becky was distracted. Now Kairi's laying in the punches.
The referee's finally getting some control. It's about damn time.
No, Kairi's going back. Get up, Becky. Becky Lynch rolls through, and she's...
And that will do it. Not getting from that one, so it's called.
Becky Lynch just fended off Kairi Sane's attack and sent her back to Mutiny with a lot of explaining to do. Well, it might have been Kairi's hands, but that was Bayley's attack. Until these two former allies get their hands on each other, this war isn't going to stop.
Becky, Becky, Becky. You know, it took me a couple of weeks to figure out why you were so determined to get my attention. Now I see. It's the same thing it's always been with you, Rebecca. Green-eyed envy. You're right. I did build damage control from the ground up, and then they fell apart without me. Just like the horsewomen fell apart without me. It must drive you crazy that everything I touch turns to gold, while every professional relationship you've ever had falls to dust. You believe you can cause tension between Punk and me because you think we work by the same code as the WWE locker room. Every person for themselves. You're wrong. Mutiny is different. We're breaking the old hierarchies. You are the one who sold your soul for success, Becky. You call yourself the man when you've been dancing a jig to WWE's tune since the beginning. Your book tour, your morning show interviews, your fans, all gifts from the machine for being a good little girl. You would throw any friend under the bus to get ahead. Unlike Kairi Sane, who joined Mutiny out of loyalty to our friendship. Loyalty, which you never had. I don't know what you're after, Becky, but I know there's one way to settle it. In the ring. But I'm not the fool you think I am. You're not going to sucker me into a SmackDown trap. Come home to the place that made you, Becky. Come face me at NXT and I'll show you what you really are. A puppet. You're not the only one who can play mind games. Stay tuned.
Are you sure about this, Becky? Seems risky.
Come on. Last time I checked, we're wrestlers. The only way to pull Bayley out of whatever poison daydream Punk sold her on is to face her in the ring.
Which is a great strategy as long as you actually make it to the ring. She's got a whole army down there at NXT. I'm pretty sure you're walking into a trap.
You don't know her. Her ego will drive her to try to beat me one-on-one.
Say you're right. Is CM Punk going to be that honorable? Just let me go down there with you. Somebody needs to get your back.
Given the rumor that you put a hex on an entire arena to lock yourself up with half of Mutiny's roster and survive to tell the tale, I feel like your arrival might cause more trouble than it solves.
I mean, it didn't go exactly as planned, but it was pretty good for a first attempt.
Look, I appreciate the offer, and I'm happy as hell someone brave enough to walk into the belly of the beast is leading our team into Survivor Series. But no.
Becky, to win the best of 3 series and save this company, we need you to make it to Survivor Series. If Mutiny decides to jump you while you're in their house...
I'm not scared of being attacked. I'm scared I've lost my friend forever. I need to do this. Alone.
The Bayley buddies are back, but that's Becky Lynch.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, the Becky Lynch!
There's only one reason Becky's cosplaying with Bayley's own entrance, and that's to get Bayley so angry she makes a mistake. Or several.
Maybe so, Corey, but it could also be a way to remind Bayley of who she used to be.
Mind games aside, now it's time to see who's ready to fight. Wait a minute, that's Bayley dressed like Becky the night she debuted.
From San Jose, California, Bayley!
I don't like Mutiny, but I have to admit Bayley might be a better dancer than Becky was.
I don't know about that, but you have to think this is going to get under Becky's skin.
Bayley stole Becky's entrance, and now CM Punk's top lieutenant is looking to steal a victory.
She gets taken into the corner, needs to get out.
Sending her up on the top rope. Corey, I sure hope Becky knows what she's doing up there.
We're about to find out.
Avalanche! Manhandle slam!
Does that finish Bayley off?
2. Becky Lynch walked into Mutiny's home base and defeated their second in command. Is tonight the end of this rivalry or a new beginning?
Come on! Come on, Bayley, shake my hand. Come on! This isn't who you are. Please,
She's
Bayley.
going to do it.
Bayley's coming home.
Never! Never!
Damage control? What the heck? I knew it. I knew Bayley was too far gone.
I never thought I would see those women standing together as a unit again.
You see, Becky? This is what the horsewomen never had. Loyalty. How many times have we all stabbed each other in the back? Again
and again and again and again until 4 became 3. You were right about one thing: mending fences. And so I did, with my real sisters. You might have beaten me in a match, but you lost tonight because damage control is mutiny.
Damage control is mutiny, which means WWE is in serious trouble.
I don't think Becky Lynch is worried about Mutiny or WWE right now, Byron. She's thinking about the friend she just lost forever.
We worked as hard as we could to peel Bayley away from Mutiny, but it really feels like we took a loss on this one.
I can see your point.
Come on. I know it doesn't feel great right now, but you did make a dent in their armor, Becky.
You beat Bayley on Mutiny's home turf. If that doesn't create some internal strife, I don't know what will.
I suppose so, but beating Bayley was never the point. I thought it could help her find her way back. There was this moment after the match when I thought I saw the old Bayley, but even that was just a mask while she waited for damage control.
I'm sorry. I feel like I pushed you into this, and now Mutiny is stronger than ever.
First, that's crap. This was my own idea. You didn't push a thing. Second, this might not have been a total win for us, but it wasn't one for Bayley either.
What do you mean? Mutiny is damage control now.
Most of damage control, but not all. I had a talk with Dakota Kai. Turns out we both have versions of Bayley we miss. Dakota's on our side.
We have a mole inside Mutiny? This is amazing. It could change everything.
It could. The only question is, what do we do now to prepare for Survivor Series?
You both hit Mutiny right where it hurts. We need to press our advantage.
What are you thinking?
The Unity titles. When we won them, it pushed Punk and Mutiny into the spotlight. If you two win them, it gives us all the momentum going into Survivor Series.
I'm in.
Me too. But there's no fun in letting Punk know we're all working together, right?
No. I think we're better off if he didn't see it coming.
And he won't. Let's go get those titles.
Have you two come for a friendly chat, or is this some sort of an ambush?
With everything going on, you think we've got time for either? We want a shot at the Unity titles.
You two? Interesting. Not the combination I would have expected. How about I schedule a warm-up match, just to see how this all works?
No warm-ups. With CM Punk gaining power, we just can't stand by. I hate the thought of him at the top. We're here to strip him of control, and we'll start by taking those titles before Survivor Series.
Fair enough. I should warn you, though, Punk is not eager to hand out Unity title shots, especially to a team from WWE.
We figured. What's it gonna take?
The word is that the only way for a team from our side to earn a shot at the Unity Championships is in a 4-way tornado tag match at NXT Mutiny. If you want those titles before Survivor Series, you'll have to run through their best teams.
Typical Punk try to wear us down. Seems he forgot us Scots are made of sterner stuff. We'll be ready for anything he throws our way.
Okay. If you want me to make arrangements, I will. But you'll be walking into the lion's den.
Sounds like a place for us to make a proper statement.
Set it up.
Well, that'll be the beginning of the end. Handle slam! Is it the finishing touch Lynch needs? 2! That'll be a win! What a hard-fought victory!
Here are your winners, the team of Becky Lynch and Drew McIntyre.
These two just defied the odds and earned themselves a shot at the Unity titles. They defied the odds and CM Punk's plans, Cole. He was hoping to wear these two down. Now he's got to put those Unity titles on the line.
Did you see those social media posts? They're trying to sound tough, but we've got them rattled.
That's exactly why I'm concerned.
You think Punk's planning something? He probably is. But I've been beating odds since I laced on my boots. He's just another chapter in my story.
Punk's got his games, but they're nothing new. Tonight, it's about stripping that power away.
Don't start doubting us now.
Never. I've seen what you both can do. As soon as you said you were willing to fight alongside my partner and I, there was no other choice. But we've all been on the receiving end of Punk's deception before. And I've got a bad feeling about this.
I think there was something more to them saying they were going to make SmackDown a mutiny arena.
Maybe, but they also don't know we're working together. You'll have your hands full with Bayley and Lexis King. We'll patrol the arena and shut down any mutiny interference.
Good. Keep the place clean so we can mop up the ring with them.
It looks like the rumors are true. Mutiny is planning an attack.
But they didn't plan for this. Human bodies wasn't an option on my policy.
That was brutal, but it looks like this brawl's over now.
Now, can we get some help back there, please?
The following is a intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of Drew McIntyre and Becky Lynch, and their opponents, the team of Lexis King and Bayley.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles.
Tony D'Angelo? After what happened backstage, I don't think he's making it out here. Well, Punk expected reinforcements, but the Unity champions are on their own tonight.
She whips Bayley into the corner.
And a massive clothesline. Bayley is down. We've seen this before.
A massive whirlwind splash.
And King can't do anything about it.
This will do it.
Chad Patton has stopped counting.
Maybe he forgot what number comes next.
Looks like they're going to remind him.
Wait, Bayley with the roll-up. It's over.
Chad Patton knew how to count that time.
That was a fast count. What the heck is going on here? Chad Patton is running away with Mutiny before anyone else can argue. This is a new low. Mutiny has infiltrated the referees. Are we really surprised at this point when it comes to what Mutiny will do? Hold on, it looks like Lexis King got left behind.
Yeah, and he's just realizing that right now.
Doesn't look like Lexis King's going anywhere.
Are these four superstars our team for Survivor Series? We may have lost this one, but now Lexis King is going to pay. And the other members of Mutiny are letting it happen.
No honor among thieves.
This could be a preview of Survivor Series.
This doesn't look good for King.
No, it does not.
And down onto the ringside floor.
What a chaotic SmackDown.
A longtime WWE official has joined Mutiny. But Team WWE answered with 4 unstoppable superstars. Survivor Series can't come soon enough.